I wish someone told me how bad post-grad life was going to be, especially when you enter the workforce, okay? So if you're an undergrad right now and you're focusing on your school and maybe a part-time job, you better cherish the time you have, because oh my god, like, it's rough out here, okay? So I recently graduated college less than a year ago, so in the summer, okay? And I've been job searching. The job market sucks, okay? I've been trying to search for a full-time job for the past few weeks, and finally I secured a job. But the thing is, they're gonna have me work soon. They're gonna have me come in at like 7:45 in the morning, okay? And they're gonna have me get out at like around 4:30. But sometimes they told me we get out at 6 o'clock. So I'm like, how am I supposed to balance that with cooking dinner, prioritizing my health, exercising, because literally working out is the only thing that makes me go sane at this point, and then get a full 8 hours of sleep while also taking consideration of my dating life and my social life? How am I supposed to make time for that within 24 hours in a day? Like, does anyone have any advice for people in their post-grad or people who are in their early 20s? Because I have no idea what the I am doing with my life. Like, I've never been so lost, and I'm still trying to adjust this new stage of life, and I'm scared. If we're gonna be completely honest, I just want to live my life, okay? I'm in my 20s, I am so young, I have so much energy, and I just want to travel and have fun. But in order to do that, I have to have money. In order to have money, I have to have a full-time job, and I have to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, and try and balance exercising, eating, 8 hours of sleep, and friends and family. Like, can someone just, like, hold my hand and tell me everything is going to be okay and everything is going to be just fine? Because I'm really overwhelmed right now.
Every time people get on the internet and say that they never use anything that they learned in college after college, it truly breaks my heart. And it breaks my heart that capitalism has gotten us so far away from the original intent of college to just become educated and knowledgeable and just citizens of the world, into somehow people thinking that college is going to get you a job, which it was never intended to do. For one, in the workforce and out in the world, I could tell the people who have never used what they've learned in college after college. And I think part of the problem is that so many people have started to focus on STEM and less on almost like the liberal arts. So I went to a liberal arts college, okay? And the important part about liberal arts education is that you're supposed to be taught how to be a well-rounded person. You're supposed to be taught how to write and communicate efficiently and effectively, how to understand people, how to read between the lines, how to think critically, how to see the bigger picture and see how small things fit into the bigger picture, and just how to see how everything connects. And those are absolutely skills that you should be using in your everyday life. But the issue is that a lot of people are not actually getting those skills in college. And I've talked about this before on here because there's this misconception that if you major in humanities or if you do the liberal arts that you won't be able to get a job. And a huge reason is that people don't know how to market themselves, and also people are not getting internships. You need to be able to market your skills, because things that you're taught from a liberal arts education, like I said earlier, communication, writing, like, you need to be able to do that no matter what job that you have. And a lot of times when you have people who are so focused on STEM because they think that's going to get them a job, they get out into the workforce and they don't have those skills, and it makes it even easier for you to separate yourself from them because you have those skills. I work in finance, and people are always talking about my communication skills and my qualitative skills, and people were just amazed at how well I write. Yeah, because I'm a student of the liberal arts, and you hired all these finance majors that never had to write a paper, so they don't know how to write. And back to college being the thing that gets you a job and that being wrong. Y'all, I have told people this before, and this is what I was told myself, okay? You have to treat getting a job like it is your 5th class in college. As soon as you step on that college campus, you need to be involved with your career services. You need to be figuring out what fields you might be interested in so that you can get internship experience, because you need work experience no matter what you go into. It doesn't even have to be internship experience in the exact field that you want to work in, but some type of professional experience is needed. They're not wanting to hire kids straight out of college who's never had a job and who's never worked in a professional setting. I'm going to say this in the most respectful way possible, okay? College is what you make it. So if you graduate college and you feel like you didn't learn nothing, you felt like you didn't make no connections, you felt like you're not using anything from college and post-grad life, that's on you. You did it wrong. And I get it, because a lot of people are not educated on how to do it right. So I'm here educating you, and there are other resources on TikTok that talk about this so often, but I want the narrative to change, okay? I'm tired of hearing people say that you don't use anything from college and post-grad life. Maybe that's you, but that's wrong.
I'm graduating college in about a month, and honestly, I have my last midterm, and I cannot be happier. I'm almost done with this. The thing is, most of this, I am not going to remember in 3 months. I get if you want to be like an economist and you really want to like get in that academia and like solve world problems and economies and stuff like that, like then this is useful for you. But like for me, like I don't want to do that. I wish an economics degree could be a little bit more broad. Like if someone told me right now, value the GDP of the United States for the next 5 years, or for England for the next 5 years, which I feel like is a basic economist thing to do, I would have absolutely zero clue. Good thing I got my homie here. But anyway, I feel like I'm just a little bit disappointed with just the college system in terms of like how they've taught people. I've learned the majority of the things I've learned like outside of school, like through clubs or networking or internships. I think that school should at least be a little better about preparing you for like outside of school activities.
Why did nobody tell me that graduating college is this expensive? We gotta pay for a cap and gown, graduation pictures, graduation picture dress, graduation trip, application fees, graduation makeup, graduation hair, graduation nails. Excuse me? And on top of that, assignments are still due at 11:59 p.m. I can't. When I say that I need $30,000 by tomorrow, just know I'm not joking. And 30K just me being humble. But yeah, like, this is a little bit expensive. I don't know. Like, all I gotta say is pray for all the college seniors out there. We are not doing okay.
Times are changing. Many big companies are starting to realize that college degrees aren't really worth it.
Well, a new study shows employers don't value college degrees like they used to. Instead, they're turning to workers who bring skill and experience over education. So 91% of employers overwhelmingly responded no when asked if colleges and universities are graduating students today with relevant skills. And when it comes to hiring someone with a 4-year degree, employers were almost split down the middle between no and indifferent. Some employers argue to start teaching skills in high school, while others believe a degree is used to enhance the skills you already have.
And these changes are already taking place. The largest employer in the world, Walmart, has already planned to remove many of their college degree requirements from a lot of their different corporate positions. And this is all because, as you heard stated in the video, 91% of companies feel that when people come with their college degree, they're still not prepared or have the skill set to do the job that they're hired to do. So essentially, just like it's always been said, experience matters more than the degree or the title of the degree. And now big companies are finally acknowledging that and making the proper changes.
Going to learn business in a business degree is like going to a fat person trying to get them to help you lose weight, when the fat person has never lost weight in their life. Does it make sense to you now? The whole university thing, I swear to God, if you're trying to build a business, you don't need to go to university. You don't need to learn business studies, because that's not going to build your business. The only way to build a business is by trying and failing, learning off people with successful businesses. For example, you're not going to go to a taxi driver and start asking him, yo, how do I create content? It doesn't make sense. So the person who's teaching you how to create businesses is not even a business owner. So why would you learn off them? Does that make sense to you now? And listen, look, you don't need to listen to anyone who says to you, yo, you need to get a degree, that's the only way you're going to get a high-paying job, blah, blah, blah. You'll learn skills from there. Of course, you're going to gain certain skill sets from, getting a degree, right? But it's not going to help you in business. If you are someone who wants to start a business and you really believe in an idea and you have a problem to solve, just go out there and try. That's the only way you're going to learn. You're going to fail, it's inevitable, but that's where you learn. You learn from failure. So my advice is go out there and try your best. You're gonna learn.
I'm honestly convinced that people are going to college just for the experience because there's no way that they're making any money off of their majors, man. Because like as a junior, I'm having conversations with a lot of my classmates about what their future plans for college are gonna be. What the hell are you gonna do with a communications degree, fam? Fuck is that for? Like, yeah, man, I know how to say hello and shit. What the hell? Like, we're really dropping $40,000 on this fuck-ass degree just so you can contract AIDS by a college girl and join a frat? Yeah, there's no way you're serious. Like, the more and more I talk with these people, the more I'm realizing that half of these people don't have any idea what the hell they're gonna do with their lives. Like, these dudes are applying to Ivy League schools planning on majoring in theology research. Like, my guy, you're gonna make tons of money with that degree. Working at McDonald's. Fuck out my face! Just walking into universities with these dumbass majors like Latin. Nobody uses that shit anymore. Like, a lot of these dudes that are going into college with these useless ass degrees are gonna get no motherfucking jobs. Like, all these computer science majors are all working at fucking Olive Garden, man. They're making me my chicken Alfredo as we speak. But also, this is my humble opinion. Depending on the thing that you're majoring in, that also depends on what school I'm gonna pay for. Like, if you're trying to become a teacher, why the hell do you want to go to Harvard for that shit? Bitch, you're going to the local community college. Fuck out of my face. Like, if you want to be a doctor, sure, go to those big expensive colleges. You want to be a lawyer, sure, go to Harvard Law. But if you're trying to apply to Princeton, majoring in communications, your bitch ass better sit the fuck down and go to the local state college, you bitch ass motherfucker. Like, my child can respectfully suck my big ass balls, man, if he thinks I'm gonna pay for any Ivy League school just for him to get these useless ass degree. Like, if my son ever comes up to me and says, Dad, I want to go to Yale, majoring in English, I'm slapping the shit out of him. Like, motherfucker, am I not speaking English to you right now, you dumb bitch? What are you talking about? Like, why in the fuck is that even a major, man? English? I'm speaking English to you right now. Fuck you gonna learn by majoring in English, Dad? I learned how to say hello in 3 different formats. What the fuck? And that's what I mean. I swear to God, a lot of these dudes don't put any research into the majors that they're majoring in, man. They're just choosing whatever the fuck they want because all they're thinking about is hooking up with chicks and joining a frat. And then later on in life, they're going to realize how much they screwed themselves because they're going to be working at Burger King making $25,000 a year. They have 3 STDs and they have $30,000 of student loan debt because they majored in fucking art. Like, yeah, man, go paint ketchup packets all over the burger buns, man. Give me a number 3. And like, I want to feel bad for them, but I can't because when you major in stupid shit like Roman literature, that's how you become a janitor at a middle school, bro. Like, I can't feel bad for you. So, like, go out there and chase your dreams and major in whatever the hell you want. Just be prepared to make my Caniac combos, you bum-ass motherfucker. But, yeah, guys, please join my Discord and YouTube. Link in my bio. Okay, bye.
Guys, the job market is hell. It is so bad. Like, you'll be overqualified for something. They won't take you because you're overqualified. You won't be qualified enough. They won't take you because you're not qualified. They won't take you to give you experience. So therefore, you can't be qualified for the next job. So what? Do I just sit here and cut my bum hairs? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what do we do?
Yo, so whoever tried to tell a whole generation of kids that going to college will save them, I just want to let you know that you're silly. And you're mistaken. You're a silly mistake. Listen, I'm off of college and getting your degree, but make sure you have a plan because life at the college will push your hairline back a few inches and you wouldn't like that. You see, the pursuit of higher education with no clear direction is just the pursuit of wall decoration. Some expensive ass wall decoration. So please reconsider. Just be mindful of all the people telling you to go to school and that you'll figure it out once you graduate. Because once you graduate, you might have your little debt and some love handles, but no job. And the most they can do for you is a congratulatory Facebook post. Like, turn the music up. This is mindless behavior. Then the craziest part is trying to find a job. But just check me out real quick. When I got my degree, the plan was to take a gap year to work and earn some money before I go to grad school. But a gap year ended up being a little bit bigger than Slick Woods, you feel me? First job I applied to told me that I was overqualified. Have you ever had a job deny you because you was too hot to handle? While your bank account is cold and empty, you're making a villain. Oh, what was it? The very second job I applied to was an entry-level job where having a bachelor's degree was encouraged but not required. They rejected me and told me it was because I lacked the experience. Well, hold your horses and keep them held. You're an entry-level job. You damn block device, you are the experience.
Are college degrees worth it in 2025? Now, before you answer, and jump into the comments and share your opinion. I encourage you to just listen to mine. It might change your mind and maybe give you some perspective. I don't know. But I was on X, and there was an African-American woman on CNN, and she basically said, hey, I have more degrees than all of you, so I should be getting paid more. So I go to the comments, and the first guy goes, well, she thinks that she deserves to be paid more due to status and credentials when the world has moved to merit. You should be hired based on merit. Now, for those who don't know what merit is basically best person for the job. So whoever either has the most experience, qualifications, or whoever is the controller of merit at the time says the best person for the job is the best person for the job, right? You get me? So that's what he said. This should be based off of merit, not on credentials. And then someone else responds and goes, well, I mean, since when did degrees become worthless? Because we respect degrees. For example, doctors, they're well respected because they have this degree. So since when has the status of degrees dropped? I said, damn, that was an interesting point too. So I started to think about what my opinion would be on this. So I have an argument for both sides. Now, when it comes to getting a college degree, where I'm from, going to college, getting a degree, it was marketed as I'm going to be earning more than the people in my communities, neighborhoods, etc. I'm just going to naturally have a better life. To me, that's how college was marketed. Like, I go get a degree, I'm going to be earning more, right? And there was a status associated to that. And I honestly don't know when that changed. So I can understand from one point of view that I worked hard to get my college degree. I went to school for 4 years, and now you're telling me that a better salary is not even guaranteed? That's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. Then on the other hand, you have merit, which is like, well, best person for the job. And in some cases, I agree with that too. I mean, hey, instead of forcing companies to have to hire individuals just out of a quota, they're going to give the job to the person who's truly qualified, like resume, qualification, years of experience in the field. But we know that that's not always the case. And merit is based off of the person who's hiring at the time. You don't know if it's actually biased or not. So in some ways, yeah, certain positions hiring for qualifications work too. But I think there's a balance for both of them. I don't think you got to be an extreme. I think that if you meet in the middle.
Talk about college and why it's a scam. This is coming from someone who was in college, all right? I was in the rat race. A lot of people get mad at me when I say this, but this is the truth. 95% of college degrees are useless nowadays. And you're paying anywhere upwards of like 30 to 50K just to go to some mid school and get mid information. Anything and everything that you can learn from college, you can learn from an online course or YouTube for absolutely free or significantly less than what you paid to go to college. If you're going to college for anything other than being a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, it is absolutely a waste of time. The information is already out there for free. And you want to know what the craziest thing is? People are graduating from college, getting themselves in debt to not be able to find a job. And when they do find a job, it gets replaced because what's out there now? AI. AI is completely taking over, and we're seeing this right now firsthand. AI can do just about anything already, and it's already in its infancy stages right now. Just imagine 5 years, 10 years from now. Even jobs that were originally safe, like lawyers, doctors, and engineers, are in jeopardy because of AI. AI can literally pass the bar exam now, which, if you're not familiar, is like the main test to become a lawyer. I'm telling you, bro, we're not far away from the first AI court case where you don't even need a lawyer no more. You're just gonna have an AI fighting your case for you. And that's the point that I'm trying to get across, right? People are going to college, getting themselves in severe debt just to get a job that's going to get replaced by AI. From a business standpoint, it just makes sense. If I'm the CEO of a company, why would I pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for employees to do tasks when I could just have AI do it for $0? The main goal for most business owners is to lower overhead costs so they can increase profit margins. So how do you overcome this? Don't work for someone else. Work for yourself and start a business. You want to use AI, not be replaced by it. Look, all I'm saying is they better drop them college prices, or I'm gonna just go to YouTube University, where the information is free and better.
One thing people need to stop doing And y'all not gonna like me when I say it. Going to college. Specifically because your parents told you to or your teacher told you to. Because they say that's the next step in your life. Life is life. After high school, after we graduate, there is no next step to life, a general step to life everyone takes. If that were the case, there would be no difference between millionaires and homeless people. If you going to college and you getting in debt for a general degree, stop. Y'all need to do a couple hours of research on the degree that you're choosing, because you're going to go 4 years into debt, and you need to ask yourself the main question: am I going into debt to invest in myself? If you're not asking that question, you already setting your life up to be a little bit disastrous for you in the future, a little bit harder for you in the future. Because if that general degree can't get you a high-paying job, then what did you go into high debt for? And I'm sorry, I hate to say it, we got to stop taking advice from people and even our parents if they're not in situations that we want to be. If you got teachers and parents and grandmas telling you, go to college, baby, that's how you gonna get your life you want. Look at their life and see if that's the life that you want. If the people that's giving you advice is not living the life that you want, I advise you not to listen. If you want a life that's different from everybody that's surrounded by you, you have to figure that out. You can't rely on advice from outsiders. You have to do your own research and invest in yourself and invest in your own personal growth. And we got to remember, it's 2023. We have college dropouts who are billionaires, okay? College is not the key to being rich anymore. At this point, it's the key to the government effing you over. So if you're in college or you're thinking about going, the main question you need to ask yourself: what are my financial and personal growth goals for the future? And how can I achieve them most efficiently? Meaning maximum results with minimum wasted effort and expenses.
A lot of people don't understand that the only purpose of a college degree is to show your potential boss you turned up to class for 3 to 4 years in a row and completed a series of assignments reasonably well and on time. So if they hire you, there's a semi-decent chance that you'll show up every day and not mess their business up.
Here are the top 10 broke college degrees. Starting at number 10, we got miscellaneous education. Unfortunately, teachers just don't get paid enough. Number 9, we got special education at $40,000. 8, elementary education at $40,000. 7, early childhood education at $40,000. Please pay our teachers. 6, performing arts at $39,000 because only the top of the top get paid the big bucks. 5, leisure and hospitality at $38,000. Now, honestly, I don't really know what you do with this degree. 4, psychology at $37,400. Now, everyone who hated on me in my previous post, this is kind of why I said what I said about psychology. Family and consumer sciences at number 3 at $37,000. Number 2, social services at $37,000. These are not my opinions. These are actually very valuable people, but society's just messed up for whoever knows why. Number 1, and no, it's not basket weaving. It's actually something, I don't know if you guys are expecting this, but it's theology and religion, and make sure to follow for more.